Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Suikoden. Since last time, I've prepared the 4 blacksmiths for our trek up Seek Valley to recruit their master Mace. So let's do that. I bought them all new armor and I leveled them just outside the Dragon Knight's fortress, and I'm ready to get Mace. There's two basically ways you can do this. One is the way I elected to do, which was to train them up and get them to like around level 50. And then use Kai and blitz through the area. The other is to grab Stallion from the base and just run away from everything. Stallion has a very high percentage chance of running from enemies, so it's very easy to do. If you go just get Stallion, you can run through this place really quick and get Mace. I just was like, I'll level these guys up, why not? I like leveling guys up in this game because I don't find it to be very challenging. And the blacksmiths themselves aren't exactly pushovers. They're actually they're all very similar characters, but they're not weak, so it's not a big deal. And it's not a very long way either. We'll have to just fight stuff like this Queen Ant here, which we can handle. The blacksmiths do similar amounts of damage to Mamba. The only one who isn't level 15, doesn't have a level 15 weapon, is Moose there, and that's because he's the guy that can upgrade weapons to level 15, so there's no way to get him to level 15. No, we're almost there. And here he is. So let's talk to Mace here. He should join us, based on what he told us earlier. Master, here you are. You disappeared without warning. Master Mace, we are now members of the Liberation Army. We have not forgotten what you taught us. This is why we chose the path we deemed correct. Master Mace, please give us your support. You've all grown up. I was planning to rot away here alone, but perhaps I'll take on one more job. He is at our service. Okay, now we have the ultimate blacksmith in the game. He is able to sharpen weapons up to level 16, which is the max. And now that we have him, our characters, we will want to upgrade our major characters' weapons for sure, at the very least. I also like to upgrade characters that will return in Suikoden 2 all the way to max as well, just because I think it actually gives a slight bonus to what weapon level they have in Suikoden 2, and I'll go over that much later. I'll go over that probably in the penultimate, the episode before we start the final finale, which is going to be a little while, so I'll do that in a bit, but we definitely want to get Mace, for sure. 100%, Mace is 100% worth doing. Now that we've gotten Mace, we can continue with the main story. Mace is the final character. Well, he's not really there's two other characters that are optional. Everyone else besides Mace and those two characters are mandatory members, and we have to have them in the Liberation Army. So now that we've gotten Mace, we are ready to continue. So, Matthew mentioned last time that we were going to prepare for some military training, which is exactly what we're going to do. So let's do that. Let's have some military training. I'm looking forward to hanging out with the troops. We haven't really seen many of our troops, you know, it's all just been these individuals and so forth, but who kind of claim they're going to all bring along troops with them, but we haven't actually seen a lot of action with just a lay soldier, you know? Like, nobody in the fortress is anyone other than a leader. Or, you know, somebody of status, I should say. I don't know if you consider Sarah a leader, or somebody like her, but Giovanni, you know, Kryn, but, you know, they're all important in their own way. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the 4th floor and change up my party once again. I don't think it really matters who you get. The one thing I will say is you want to make sure that you take everything important off of Humphrey for this next part, because you won't be able to use him. In my case, I already did that. I also reorganized my runes and so forth. I took all the really important runes off of people that I didn't think would benefit from having them. I'm also going to raise up these particular members' weapons to level 16, so I'm going to do that really quickly. First guy I'm going to do is I'm going to do Flick. I'm going to make sure I have Flick's weapon at level 16. Also, here's Foot. She's level 19. Pretty weak. Not that useful. I'm also going to get Clive because I like him. I think he's a solid long-range fighter who's very fast. I'm also going to get... I mean, this is all just doesn't really matter. I'm going to pick Milich. I'm going to get... I guess Tengar. Why not? She's good. Let's just use them for now. And... that may change in a bit, but first I want to go to upgrade their weapons, and I'll show you how absurdly expensive this is. And you have to remember that this is all on top of what we've already done. So here's Mace. Now Mace is a playable character. He's the only playable character in the entire game that cannot upgrade their weapon to level 16. And the reason is because he's the only character in the game that can upgrade people's weapons to level 16. Now this final upgrade costs 70,000 bits. Yeah. So in general, I think it's, unless you're willing to play a lot of dice, I think it's not really worth it to upgrade people whose weapons you know you're not going to use all the way to level 16. So, like, I know that I'm going to use Mamba, I know I'm going to use Kai, I know I'm going to use Flick. Clive is questionable. Milich, I love. Tengar, I know I'm going to use her because she's got a really good magic stat and a long range, so I'm going to use her. Another character I would say you should probably level up is maybe somebody like Cleo, and Victor once you get him for sure. But other than that, level 16, not that useful unless they're coming back in Suikoden 2, which we'll go into later. Finally, let's continue on with the story. I'm gonna go ahead and save here because I think we're about to have a major battle. Yeah, we are. Okay, I checked my notes. Let's do that first. Might as well stay. We didn't really have any serious problems going through Seek Valley, which is sort of cool, I guess. Sort of unusual. And I like to use the area outside the Dragon Knight's fortress to train because it's pretty easy to get people to around level 50 there. And it's nice because you could just go into the Dragon Knight's fortress and stay at there's somebody who lets you stay there for free. So unlike everywhere else, basically, where you have to pop back to the fortress all the time. So let's talk to Matthew. Oh no, well first we have to go to bed. So I actually just changed out my party for no real reason other than to upgrade their weapons, but that's not a big deal. Let's do that. Let's go to bed here. And he'll come into our room. Okay, what's up? A spy has infiltrated the Liberation Army. While you were away, I sent Kasumi and Kryn on a reconnaissance mission into Imperial territory. This explains why we could not use them earlier, which is sort of a bummer because we need to upgrade these characters. According to their report, it appears that there's an intelligence leak somewhere in our army. Okay, that's bad. So that's why they were talking about spies. Okay. Yeah, of course. Become increasingly fierce. I'm prepared to do anything to win, no matter what the sacrifice may be. Well, that sounds pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to say to something like that. I'm going to do anything to win, no matter what sacrifice. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. That's the kind of army I want, but whatever. Okay. So, if we go talk to Matthew now, he should continue the story. Yes. So let's go. Maneuvers site. Ah. So he's tricking the spy, basically. He was saying, okay, we're going to drill these troops and so forth, but really what we're doing is we're straight up invading them. Yeah. Let's do it. He said, Commander Mamak, please confirm, but I didn't have to do anything, so... Okay. Master Griffith. He's got a portrait. They're out training today, so it's very obvious that there is, in fact, a leak. Okay. No, you don't. Well, that sucks for this guy. Okay, so this guy, I guess, is the commander of the fortress under Kasim Hazil. So, we're going to be fighting against Griffith here. So, as you guys will remember, I have gotten ridiculously lucky with a lot of these major battles. That luck will no longer matter, because every major battle from here on is very easy. And the reason is because we have a ton of people, and we have 3 ninjas, 3 thieves, we have all the Dragon Knights, we have all these people, and so basically there's almost no chance of us losing, because we're always able to know what they're able to do. So for example, yeah, so he's saying he surrenders immediately. Here's Sanchez, we can avoid bloodshed. I don't trust him. Yeah, I don't trust you at all. Yeah, exactly. Yep, attack. They have so few men. I mean, we can just probably just do whatever we want. But the key here is just to try not to get anyone killed. These final battles, that's your worst enemy. If somebody in your army dies, it sucks. So we want to always lead off with the Dragon Knights, because as you see, the only thing they yield to is the bow. So unless they use a bow attack, they always succeed. And we never lose any men for this. So boom, they basically just bomb them. And they did 925 damage free, without any problems. So next thing we want to do is ninjas. We'll definitely succeed. We have all 3 of them. We will always succeed in finding out what they're going to do. The enemy's next plan is charge attack. So since they're charging, we can use magic. And we have Crowley now, who is the leader of the Children of the Runes. We also have the full ranks of magicians. We have musicians. We have everybody we want. Crowley is now the leader here. May the 100 runes within me. This should annihilate them. Yep. And we won the battle very easily. Later battles will be a little bit more difficult, but you get the picture, right? There's pretty much no way to lose them if you do it correctly. You guessed wrong. Yeah, joining the Imperial Army sounds like a bad vocation at this point. The Liberation Army is doing too well. Okay, he's surrendering. Let's recruit him. Will you spare my troops? Yeah, of course. Yeah, fair enough. So, we just got all these guys, this guy and his men. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We could have attempted... There's actually, like, if they had the option to cut off his head, but it won't work. Okay, we will march north before the enemy finds out we have taken the northern checkpoint. Sir Lepant, I'll give you a battalion to attack the fortress of Duha. This is another thing. If you have Lepant, you also won't be able to use anything on him, so make sure you don't have anything important on him. I don't know why you would, but just in case you do. And that's why I said take everything off Humphrey. He makes Humphrey attack this fortress of Rakan. I don't know where these 2 fortresses are, but basically, yeah, the idea is to spread out his forces so we can rescue Warren and Victor. So apparently Matthew himself is coming along, and Griffith. We'll have no chance of winning. Okay, if Imperial troops arrive, retreat immediately. Okay. Sport Dragon Knights. Alright, so this is, at this point, we have to have Kryn and we have to have Kasumi. This is one of the more challenging parts, just because most of the people would never have used Kryn at any point. And in fact, I am at a disadvantage because I didn't really get to use Kryn very much. I've leveled him up a tiny bit, but not very much. Also, this is the first area where I think magic becomes really important. So I'm going to put Luke in my party for that reason. Finally, I'm going to put... Who else am I going to put? I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter. I just need people who are... I want a long-range person, and I don't need a long-range person, because I have 3. I need 2 short-range fighters. I'm going to put Milich in my party, because I like him. And I'm also going to put... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put somebody weird that I never use, since I have to level up Kryn anyway. Let's put Kwanda in the party. Where's Kwanda? I don't know. Where the heck is Kwanda? I want to use Kwanda. I'm missing something here. There he is. Okay, let's use him. So, this is going to be my group. I'm going to use some slightly strange characters. Kwanda is going to be my main people. Okay. Griffith, you're going to help us sneak into Moravia Castle. Pretend that you captured me. Commander Mama will enter the castle with us disguised as one of your men. I see, a ruse, eh? I don't remind me, do you really trust me? Yeah, I mean, exactly. We have control over all your men. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, they're forcing us to just walk out here. So now we're in a new area that only has one place. But, whatever. We're going back to the northern checkpoint, because there's a treasure chest there. Like the old book, Volume 7. That's cool. Let's go back out, and immediately blink out of here, because we are not ready for this. We need to upgrade everybody, and we need to have them fight around here for a while. So, yeah, I think I have upgraded Krin's weapon and Kasumi's weapon already. Yes, I have. And I've also upgraded Kwanda's weapon just because I'm crazy. I do stuff like that a lot. Like, I'll just take out random characters and be like, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this guy's weapon because I like them. But not really necessary. My real goal, though, is to get the Flowing Rune and get it onto Milich. And I also want to drop off the old book while I'm here, because we won't need it. I also don't need this Wind Crystal. And as you see, Kwanda needs upgraded armor, and everybody else is pretty good. So I'm going to do that off screen, and I will be back. And the next time you see me, we will be at Moravia Castle. So I'll see you guys then.